Spending hours and hours studying, but still not getting the grades you want? I've been there too. Hi, I'm Tanika, and I want to introduce you to EzStudyio, the game-changing tool that absolutely transformed my study routine. During my Bachelor of Science, I went from pulling all-nighters, barely passing, and feeling completely overwhelmed, to A-level grades all within one semester. Just by a few smart, efficient, and effective study sessions each day. Active recall, spaced repetition, and the right strategy made all the difference, and EzStudyio made it easy. Let me show you how you too can transform your study routine using EzStudyio. Let's dive in. To begin, let's register a course. First of all, you're going to click the register course icon. Then search up your course name. For example, I'm going to do Psych 200, and I will select my university, which is the University of Auckland. Then I click register course, and you just keep this window running, and it may take about 1 minute to load. Next, you need to validate your course. So first of all, click on the course that needs validation, Psych 200 in my case. And then we are going to have a look at the details within the course that have the subtopic title and the subtopic details. This step is crucial. You need to cross-reference this information with the course outline or any resources that the lecturer has given you, and double check that these are correct, because this is what the AI uses to develop the questions for your practice tests. Now we are going to take a single course test. To do this, you can either click on single course test within the sidebar or click on the single course test page within your course dashboard. The test that I'm going to do today is Psychology 108. Here, you can click on which subtopics you would like to practice today. For example, I want to do cultural psychology, research methods, ethnicity, or if you want to do big topics, for example, if you have a test coming up and it's only certain topics, you can click on the big subtopics and that'll highlight all of them for you. Then I'm going to generate a test. And here is my test, and I'm just going to do the test. Now I will submit my answers. And here, the green represents the questions that I got right, and the red are the questions that I got wrong. So I can click through these and show the explanation for the correct answers as to why they are correct and why the incorrect answers are wrong. For example, if I click on this question, which I got wrong, the green was the correct answer, the red is the option I picked. I can click on show explanation and read as to why the correct answer is right and why the incorrect answers are wrong. This is great because it shows you the gaps in your knowledge and helps you transform your answers for the next test. And then you can go through and complete your review. And if there is a question that you believe you should have been right, you can click report question, and please explain why you think this question is incorrect or why the answer should have been right. And then you can submit your report. And you can either retake the test or click complete review, and I'll complete review and return to the single course test. Similarly, you can click on the multi-course test page, and you can choose the number of questions you'd like to do. For example, in my case, I'll do 10, and select the courses you wish to do it for. This is great if you've got a few exams coming up. For example, I will do Psychology 108 and Psychology 109 and Stats 101. Then I can click Generate Questions, do the questions, similarly to the single course test, I can click Show Explanation and Report Question, exactly the same as before. Then I can either retake the test or complete the review. I just have to complete and return to the multi-course test page. Now that we have done some tests, to track our progress, we can click on the course that we'd like to see our progress on. For example, I'd like to see Pop Health 111. Here, it takes us to the course page, where you see a traffic light system. Red, meaning needs improvement, yellow, meaning I'm doing okay at it, and green, which means I'm excellent in this area. Then I can click on an area that I'm doing okay at. For example, this is measures of association, and I can track my score progress over time. And to look further into what material I need to learn, I can have a look at Research Material 1, 2, 3, and 4. Within this, it shows me the full content with notes as to the details that I need to brush up on. Or I can click on key points if I'm short on time. Thank you so much for joining us today. Those are some of the features EzStudyio has so far. Sign up to their mailing list on their website and follow their Instagram, EzStudyio, for evidence-based study tips and more.